Coach Kerr is just banging the scorer's table with frustration.
Klay Thompson, and he hits a three, his first of the night.
As well as Wiggins is playing, he's not forgetting to set screens.
And hit her attack. 3-on-2 back the other way. Just all the drills you run. Klay Thompson three. Got it!
How about Jordan Poole taking the defense in with him and kicking it back out?
You go to any NBA practice, they run a 3-on-2. You get a stop, you get to run the 3-on-2 back. They drill this back and forth over and over. Well, the Warriors just won that 3-0. They push the lead to 10. They has sprung to life.
Find his game. If that's just, you kind of called this earlier today when we looked at his last 5 games, 11.8 points per game, 31.7% from the floor, 20% for the three-point line tonight. You see the three was still not where he wants it to be, 2 of 8, but overall 7 of 15, 19 points to 6 assists, and of course the 4 rebounds.
Absolutely. He's finding his spots. 2 for 8 from 3, but he understands that one of his biggest advantages is his quickness. So coming off that dribble, understanding that if you let the defense shift, move the ball from one side of the floor to the other, you have a chance to be able to attack just like he's doing. That's a tough shot, Marley. And, you know, Jordan Poole is one of those guys, another weapon on this team. When you have Steph, Klay Thompson, and Jordan Poole firing. Oh, don't forget Andrew Wiggins, by the way. When you have these guys firing, it's so demoralizing. A good Utah Jazz team just kept pushing this team and kept them honest, to be honest, the whole game. And so you had a guy, Jordan Poole, just making good key plays there towards the end of the game.
Just a beautiful pull up there. You see that beautiful catch and finish in transition. Jordan Poole is a big-time scorer. He's your typical NBA scoring guard. He can play with the basketball, he can play without it, and he can make tough shots.
Tonight, you know, it's been Steph, with occasional flourish of Jordan, and then you have a little bit of Klay. But tonight, you saw Wiggins obviously being the same guy that he's been for the last 3 or 4 weeks or so. It's a quiet scorer, gives you what you want every single night. Tonight he also had some rebounding, which he hadn't done much of that lately, but tonight he had that too. So he was a complete player tonight, and the Warriors needed everything he gave them.
Stephen Curry, let's start with him because he had a monster first quarter, 17 points in that frame. And you look at him finish with 33 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 threes once again. Steph Curry, look, wasn't loud tonight, Festus. You made the comment early in the first half, like, wait, he's got 20? It's not loud.
It's just so easy for Steph Curry. He's a bad man. It just feels like every possession when he's on the floor, the Warriors are just in control of the game. And I think that's one of the big keys for this team is to control the non-Steph minutes. But when he's on the floor, the offensive part of the game, you see all these shots. These are not easy shots. Off the glass in the paint, you have your point guard who is just as good as finishing as any big man in the league right now. And he's just, man, you can't never get tired of seeing that.
Mully, this is the 8th time this season he's hit at least 6 threes in a game.
Yeah, and look at the field goal percentage, 13 of 23, over 50%. Steph Curry, I'm not quite sure it's possible to get a quiet 33 points. He's so good and so efficient. But I'm telling you what, the Utah Jazz did not think it was quiet.
No doubt. We take it for granted.
No doubt. Absolutely.
And then Klay Thompson, he's found his stroke here, his shooting stroke over the last 4 nights. Klay Thompson coming in over the last 4 games, averaging 26. Little dip tonight with just the 20 points, but he scored 18 of his 20 points. Just 20 points. But 18 came in the pivotal second half when the Utah Jazz made their run. You look at the last 4 games, nearly 25 points a game, 52% from the floor, 54.5 from the three-point line, and he's taking quality shots, Bully, letting the game come to him.
Coming out very patient and poised, trusting that when he gives the ball up, it will come. Look at the 6 of 12 from the three-point range. That means he's getting wide open looks. Shots that are created by his teammates, and that's what Klay Thompson does best, is shoot wide open shots. Much like Jordan Poole, when he gets hot, yes, he's going to make his fair share of tough shots, but make sure as the game goes on, you get those open looks and keep that ball moving.
When the ball's moving and it finds Klay Thompson, I don't think that Klay Thompson can have a quiet night, because there's something about the way he hits shots and the barrages that come from Klay Thompson that demoralizes another team.
The most 30 assist games this season. The Warriors are going to blow everybody away in this category. The last 4 nights, the last 4 wins, I should say. 32 against the New York Knicks last Friday. You get the 38 assists against the Rockets Sunday. Wednesday night against the Clippers, he dropped another 36 assists. Tonight, 33. You see him with 12 games with at least 30 assists. We're going to break down the ball movement here. And look at Jordan Poole setting up shop here. Break it down, Willie.
Oh, yeah, just a nice little handoff, straight line drive, and perfect timing by MR.QUING for the duck in for the dunk.
I love this. I love that Kevon Looney is so good now creating plays. Look at him now. He's creating plays for Draymond. That's usually a spot where Draymond's in. He's learned from the guy right there.
I thought you were going to follow your chair. It was a big to big.
Big to big, baby. I love a dunk, too. I love it.
A little split action, good defense. Steph didn't have the shots. He was patient. That's where Wiggs made that 4-point shot on Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah, Utah took a 71-70 lead in a 4-point play by Wiggs, gave the Warriors control again.
Listen, the Warriors are shooting 51% from the field. This is why it's so critical to take care of the ball, because they are scoring at will, especially when they're moving the ball and creating for each other. Right there in the fast break right there, you have Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole. You love to see that. Both of them threats from the deep ball as well.
And Dante DiVincenzo
on his head.
Straight line drive, draws the defense. Another great cut by MR.QUING for the dunk.
We've talked in the past 20 games has kind of been like that benchmark where you can start not making conclusive, thoughts about teams, but it's when you can start kind of seeing what teams are. Do you think that that's still the case? And just what's your assessment of your team 20 games in?
I wish we could play all our games at Chase Center. No, but I think it's kind of, we know what we can't do in terms of the first, 8 road games and just that pocket of the season where we just couldn't put a string of games together. We have a great opportunity coming up on the road. These 2 games coming up. But rotations seem a little bit more consistent on a nightly basis. I think, again, it's all about guys understanding their roles, what they're asked to do, and then getting reps to do those things. And, we go 10 deep right now for the most part, and everybody's filling a specific role and playing hard and playing smart and, moving in the right direction. So, yes and no. I think I'm talking around it. Yes and no. It's 20 games. We're glad to be 500 and looking to try to continue to build momentum. But these last 5-6 games have felt a lot better. And we want to kind of bottle that up and keep doing it.